live and what you look like. That's craziness, bro. Rashid, I don't want to make it about that, but while we're there, what's your take on that shit?
Do you know what it is, Aaron? The reason why, and big up to Tony Claude in the chat as well. The reason why Arsenal are as big as they are is because of overseas fans. Okay, if there wasn't overseas fans, you couldn't buy Gyökeres and you couldn't buy Rice and you couldn't buy these kind of players. You'll never buy them.
Yep.
So they do play a big part. Do you know what I'm saying? And one time, do you remember when Rice said, "Oh, the real fans are here. The real fans are here." That shit. Do you know
Yep.
why? It's because most of the fans in the world are paying for your salary. They're paying for the player's salary.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, you're only as big as your fans are. If your fan base big, why do Man United? Why can Man United go out there and buy any player they want? Why
Facts.
can Real Madrid can do that? Why can Barcelona? Why Bayern Munich? Because these are the teams
Yep.
that have a big following everywhere in the world. And we're all fans here. Do you know what I'm saying? We can't police fans. We can't be like, oh, wait. You live in Sudan. You can't support Arsenal, and you because Arsenal are big everywhere. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, man, that's my take on it. That's my take on it.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's crazy. I think you bring up some very valid points, man. Do you know what I mean? It's England. We're not the biggest of countries, yeah. Britain, if
No.
you want to include the whole thing, we're not like that. You know, there's some continents that would just blow us out of the park in terms of size, stature, population, rather. And I just think to close all of that off, also football club. That's why they go and do these tours because they want the money from these families. And guess what? If you didn't get the money from them fans, you don't buy the signings. If you don't buy the signings, you're not as good. If you're not as good,
Yeah,
you get less fans.
yeah.
Round and round and round
Round
we
we go.
go. We don't just need English fans going to the stadiums like me. We need every fan if we want to be the bigger man. And more to the point as well, Ozzy. You know what I mean? Every fans they've got to have their opinion. Like I said, whether regardless of where they live, who they are, whatever. All the aesthetics are absolutely irrelevant. Talk to me if you talk sense, cool. If you don't, go away. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not rocket science, is it, Ozzy?
Yeah, well, like Rashid mentioned, of some great points. You know what I mean? If we didn't have this international fan base and people from all continents, let's see if these players could get the wages that they get.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Talking
Yeah,
about
definitely.
these are the real fans and that. All right, if you want to clam in what I don't know, 60,000 fans at the Emirates and say that's the real fans, let's see if they can pay you 240k a week. You know what I mean? So I think it's some of these players and whatnot, when they start excluding fans and whatnot, I think they should feel a bit ashamed and embarrassed. Because
Yeah,
at the end of the day, without the fan base, without the club being as big as it is, you're gonna get paid what we dream to even earn in a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
for
You'll be a
me,
Burnley. You
I don't.
yeah,
Some of these players get a bit too big for their boots and think, oh yeah, I'm a world. Would you guys be global superstars? Some of you, if it weren't for the worldwide fan base, you know what I'm saying? So I
yeah,
don't think it's acceptable to kind of say who you say are the real fans or who not. And everyone's entitled to opinion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know we come across as the whatever you want to call it, toxic and negative or whatever you want to say how it is. But at the end of the day, we still support the club. I mean, and we all wearing the football tops and we are spending the merch. You know what I'm saying? And like
yeah,
yourself, Aaron, you've got the classic shirt in the back in the background
yeah.
and all the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we still contribute to this football club, whether we're positive, negative, or whatever you want to call it in some way. And without us and the people that support their selective football clubs, football wouldn't be as big as it is.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Now, facts, 100%, man. I'm gonna start talking about Manchester United in a bit, but I just wanted yeah, that's it. I just wanted to quickly add as well. Big up to everyone on Friday, and Aussie came as well. So Oregon, you'll know him
Big
as
up
Dow as
Oregon.
well. Our geezer, our Oregeezer, as I call him, man.
Our
He
geezer
was
from the other
down.
side of the
He
pond.
was, man. Yeah, our geezer from the other side of the pond. So he was down in England, and he made his sort of way from saying hello to Mama Flossie. Big up to Mama Flossie. From Newcastle, and he come down all the way to London, Shepherd's Bush. And a few of us met up. Big up to Hendon Gooner. He may or may not be in the chat. Maybe rewatch it back. Big up to Binks. We had Don C. There's a new Arsenal channel. We had, of course, me there. Dazza Smoked You in the chat. My chief mod. We come there, obviously, like I said, Aussie. And we have Binks there as well. Jay Real One, who I think is in the chat, whether he still is or isn't in there. So Jay was there. We had a nice little meet up, a couple of beers, and we were just having a good old laugh, man. So yeah, big up to every single person there, man. I really enjoyed it. And it's always nice to put a face to a name. Do you know what I mean? And just say hello, have a little laugh over a cheeky beer one. Yeah, that's it, man. Come on, Jay. Big up to you, brother. Big up to you, brother. That's always nice, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It was good. We stayed there for about 2-3 hours, watched a bit of football, had a couple of pints, said hello to a few people, had a laugh, and went home. Do you know what I mean? Nice and friendly is what it is. Do you know what I mean? It was fantastic. But big up, and I'll look forward to a next one of some sort, however that may or may not look. But listen, man, we'll stop talking about that, because guess what? We have got a biblical, ginormous, huge, possibly not season defining just yet, but I'll tell you what, it's not too far away from being one, because I'll start from this, right? And I've said this, and now I can properly say it again, maybe for the final time, I don't know. This probably is the biggest opener for Arsenal, probably at least in the last 2 decades. It's an opening game away at our biggest rivals. Yes, Tottenham Hotspur are a massive rival, but Manchester United in my lifetime, and I'm talking from that, have been the biggest rivals for Arsenal. And to play them at Old Trafford on the opening game of the season is massive. And it isn't just massive because of the names on the team sheet. It's massive purely because you factor in all the other variables. You factor in Arteta going into his 7th season at Arsenal Football Club. We factor in the fact that he hasn't won in half a decade. No success. 12. Sorry, he's digging. He's digging. Since he won that FA Cup in 2020, he's entered 19 competitions, and he's about to enter into his 20th. And we failed in the previous 19 consecutively at every single hurdle. We've also got to factor in, guys, that we are knocking on that door of £1 billion, not dollars, not euros, not Aussie dollars, Suge, mate. But we are knocking on £1 billion sterling. And unfortunately, sterling was part of that. Spent at this football club. We are also factoring in that we've got our striker now. That's it. The striker's here. The striker's here. Can't get that old thing engraving machine out. Come on, put the name on all 4 trophies. That's it. Gyökeres is in the door. Don't worry about it, boys. I've got you. We're gonna win everything now. Of course, I'm being sarcastic. I'm not that ridiculous. Come on, but most Arsenal fans are. And guess what? We've got 6 players in now. We got Brentford's captain. We've got Mascara that no one knew 3 weeks ago. We got Mascara. You know, I don't mind a bit of Mascara, you know, because he's young. We didn't spend 30 million quid, but still no one knew about him. But we got Norgard. We got Norgard as well, don't forget. And we got Crapper Ariza, but no one gives a shit. Don't worry about that. He's a backup goalkeeper. No one gives a toss about. Paid more than Edison. No one cares. Oh, that's free signings. That's 50% of our transfer business. Now let's go into the better ones. Cool. We got Zubamendi in there. He's so much better than Partey now that he's here. Last season he weren't better than Partey though, was he? Funny that. That's funny. And Thomas Partey was our best midfielder last year. Funny that now Thomas Partey is one of the worst Arsenal players of all time. What a crap midfielder. Oh, and let's move up straight away from the Zubamendi. Oh, we got Noni Henry, whatever the fuck people call him. That's the most ridiculous name I've ever heard. Thierry Nonry, was it, or something like that? We got Noni Madueke in there. Nowhere, bro. We got Noni going Noni nowhere. That's it. We got Noni in. Don't worry, another 50 million failure from Chelsea. Cool. He's through the door. We're going to play him on the left-hand side now, where he's contributed 0 goals and 0 assists for Chelsea since he's been playing on the left wing. Brilliant, excellent. I can't wait for him to come in. Or we're going to have him to back up to Saka and still the stale, mould-covered fucking Martinelli and Trossard on the left-hand side. But we've got Gyökeres now. But a system that doesn't support him. Woo! It's a big old game. Oh, and don't factor that in as well. It's not just this Manchester United game away. We've got a big old opportunity to get 3 points. But if we don't or we draw, we've got a pressurised game against Leeds at home. Then we've got Anfield away, match day 3. Oh, and then we've got Nottingham Forest at home. And then we've got Man City at home. And then we've got Newcastle away where we can't even get a fucking goal. Can't even get a shot on target there, let alone get a goal there. What I'm saying is, and I'm going to nicely round this up to bring Rashid in because I'm losing breath and I need a bit of a sip of my Stella. Do you know what I mean? We are in a massive, massive, massive game today. We just need to get 3 points. However the hell you want to get them, I couldn't give a toss. Just get me 3 points. Today is not about blowing Manchester United off the park. It's not about, I mean, if we do, all well and good. Just get me the 3 points. I do not care how you do it, Arsenal Football Club, whether it's the ugliest win registered in Premier League history, whether it's an own goal that ricochets off of all 11 Manchester United players, couldn't care less. Get me 3 points today. Rashid, what are you saying, brother?
Hey, listen, you summed it all up. That long 2 months that
it needed to come out.
it needed. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Aaron? We have 6 very important games, and why today's game is so important is because Liverpool and Man City have already won their games. They're already on 3 points. Yeah. So us dropping points today, yes, it's not the end of the world because there's still games to come, but it's a bad start, and we've got 6 games after that. That's gonna be tough. Even Leeds. I'm predicting a win against the Leeds, to be honest. I think we'll beat them 1-0, but we're going to edge it. It's going to be tough. But today, we've got Manchester United. And like you said, my biggest rival, because, you know, they're about the same age. That's what we grew up on. Tottenham weren't that good when we were young. But
yeah.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm feeling like today is going to be a very good test for Arteta and Arsenal to show how really good this team is. Because bear in mind that in 4 preseason games, 3 of them we played like shit, and we only played good in 1 game. But everybody forgot about the other games because it was the last game. They were like, "Oh,
goldfish,
let's go. We're ready. We're ready to go." Do you know what I'm saying? No, plan A worked. That's all it is. Plan A worked. We can't just keep relying on that. But like Arteta said, we're digging. Now it's a mindset now. Digging for gold. You know, you can actually dig and then end up in a fucking sewage. You can end up in a pipe. What if you keep digging and then you smash a pipe and then all the shit comes out in your face? How about that?
Rashid, just my man does a bit of fencing, and he dug into an electrical pipe and got electrical pipe. He got electrical cable and went talar, mate. my mate Lee, his brother said he just see a load of smoke and thing. He was like, he thought it was his spirit leaving his body. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, it is true.
Yeah,
he was saying the thing is that his analogy saying, "Oh, we keep digging until we find gold." Yeah. You might not find gold. Do you know what I'm saying? You might not find gold. But there you go. Arteta again. Every season's the same. Him and his analogies and light bulbs and team talks, and everybody wanted Odegaard to be captain. We asked everybody if you want Odegaard to be your captain. You don't need to ask them. You make the captain. You make the captain. Of course, they're gonna say Odegaard. What are they gonna say? You probably because there's no way around it. If Odegaard doesn't get the captaincy, he'll feel left out, and then he'll create that kind of like, you know, in the dressing room where it's gonna be a bit because Odegaard must be cool with some people there, and it's gonna create that tension. You choose the captain. So when Odegaard turns around, he can't turn around to his teammates and be like, "Oh, bro, you did me dirty." No, Arteta, the manager, wanted it. But that's how you know he's so rattled. Yeah. He is so rattled. He after what Tony Adams said, and by the way, Tony Adams is Arteta out. He's like us. Tony Adams, Thierry Henry, Manuel Petit. These are legends that I like. Do you know what I'm saying? There's other legends that don't want to talk about them, but you know who we're talking about. You know what kind of legend? Martin Keown.
What happened?
He changed.
To him,
bro? Oh, he changed. Oh no. He's saying something else now. Now what happened? Do you know what happened? Tony Adams is what happened. Tony Adams stood up and looked at him and he was like, "Listen, Keown, you're going a bit too far." Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, I understand. You want the bag. You want the money. But let's not do this. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's not do this, Martin Keown. But yeah, I like what Tony Adams said, man. I was really happy to hear him speak out like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And the way he was like, oh, when they asked him, they were like, oh, Arteta, is he a winner? You can't really say anything because I know that you disassociate yourself completely from Arsenal, but we get what you're trying to say, Adams. It's the same as Thierry Henry when they asked him, he was like, this building is quite tall. They were like, oh, Arteta's building. Well, this building's too tall. We're talking Burj Khalifa here. Do you know what I'm saying? This is too long. It's taking too long. Seven seasons, £1 billion. And I've got AFTV telling me, oh, do you know what? Yeah, if we draw against Man United and we draw against Liverpool and we beat Leeds, that's not so bad, is it? What do you mean?
Where's these standards gone from this kid
Yes.
this year?
Where's that gone? Lowered. It's lowered. When you ask them, oh, when we get this, we want to get this player, what did they tell you? Oh, he won't come to Arsenal. He won't come to Arsenal because of people like you. That's why he won't come to Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? But going back to the game, hey, listen, it's going to be a very tough game. We're going to play a low block against. We're going to play against a low block, and you guys know how we deal with low blocks very poorly, and we didn't buy any creative player to kind of like shake that up. Even though we don't really need a creative player, we've got a diamond. Do you know what I'm saying? In Max Dowman, we have a diamond on our hands. Me personally, for me, Max Dowman is ready to go right now. You tell me no, but Rashid, he's 15 years old. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You could be 15 and can be better than a 30-year-old because it's football IQ. It's not about how old you are. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that kid has football IQ and he has that little something, you know, that flair where like he's the guy that you look for when you have a low block. He's the
Unlock that door, innit?
He'll unlock it.
Yeah.
If you're playing side to side and crossing the ball to the box, you know what we're gonna face there today. The good news is that I think who's not playing? Mazraoui and somebody else, Dilek. I don't know. Somebody tell me. But yeah, man. My opinion is like it's gonna be a tough game today. But let's hope Arteta proves us wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's hope he can do more than just give stupid analogies and stupid team talks and stuff like that. And it's just, oh my God. Do you want to play Champions League? Do you want to play Champions League? Please, Arteta. I don't want to hear about it this season. Yeah, Martinez and Mazraoui's out. Martinez is always out. But Mazraoui's not playing today. And Mazraoui is one of their better defenders. So hopefully Gyökeres bags. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hopefully Gyökeres bags. Because we don't want the Arteta fans, top gooners, turning around and being like, Aaron, you wanted Gyökeres. Because now, do you know, if Gyökeres doesn't do well, best believe they're going to turn around and tell you wanted him. But if he does do well, they won't say anything. They wouldn't be like, oh, Aaron, you wanted Gyökeres, and do you know what? Fair enough. We wanted Sesko. But that will never happen. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts on the game, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. What's your thoughts, Ozzy? Come on, man. Talk to me, geezer. It's a big old game, isn't it, man?
Yeah, no, you know what it is? This like yourself mentioned, that this for me is our biggest rivalry in the whole, Premier League ever. It's bigger than Tottenham, Liverpool, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I know Tottenham, they're classed as us because we moved them whatever, whatever. But I don't class them as big as Man United. The sad thing is, we've not matched that rivalry for how many years? You know what I mean? Man United, they were competitive for so long. They're falling off a bit.
Yeah.
But people tend to forget within this Lego Heads tenure, they've won more trophies than us. And people get to this, United are crap 17th and whatnot. They've been to more finals and won more trophies, guys. So don't forget that. Yeah. They might. And the problem is, we've fallen so far down the pecking order in terms of, being one of the the top clubs in the Premier League where we was there every season, there or thereabouts. And people are saying, oh, we're there or thereabouts now. But it's been 21 years, you ain't won nothing. You know, Man United have got what is it, 13 Premier League titles, if I'm correct?
What's that? Yeah, 13 Prems, yeah.
Prems, well, altogether, I think is, if you include all of them, is about what?
What, as in Arsenal's how many trophies we have?
No, but like with Man United, I think yeah.
I think they got 19. They got 19, and we got 13. So
yeah.
They got as many
19,
Premier League
30.
titles as we've got overall titles in 39 years.
I mean, it's
You know what I
embarrassing. So like that's what I was getting. Like that just proves my point there that we're not on the same level. We did class ourselves at the same level at one point, but realistically, people are not going to like me saying this, but we're more on Tottenham's level than we are Man United's level because we've allowed the standards to fall. Now, people say if you want us, you carry on as Arsenal being a big club because we want to uphold the club to the standards that we grew up on. The problem is the majority of the fan base have been sucked into this narrative of this PR that keeps peddling and we're doing this, that, stadium, blah, 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 1,001 excuses. And we've allowed the great club as Arsenal not to be off those levels. And sometimes people say, well, you ain't won nothing for 21 years or any more trophies. You can't be carrying yourself as a big club.
Yeah.
The problem is we want to carry on those standards. We're not accepting of that. We're not accepting of, not winning nothing for 21 years and finishing just top four and competing or being thereabouts. We want to win. If we came second, we win it the following season. Like you said, the standards off the top you're wearing, Aaron.
In terms of it.
I'm saying? Those guys didn't accept being second. Those guys were flipping fuming when we came second. You know what I'm saying? Those great legends that played in that great kit. Not these Mickey Mouse guys that play now and earn stupid wages and think, you know what, if I'll just turn up and, just play it, do a 5 out of 10, I'll be all right. Where's the passion from these players? Where's the will to win by any means necessary? You know what I mean? We don't have those so-called players that say, listen, I want to win regardless of the circumstances. We don't have that. In regards to the game, to be honest, I think it's going to be very cagey. It's the first game of the season for both clubs. I don't think it'll be as competitive as we would like it to be honest. But let's see what happens. I think it's going to be very, very cagey because I don't think neither side is gonna want to lose this one. And like you said, I would take a win, hook or crook, by any means necessary. I mean, I'd love to Pam United because while they've been as bad as they've been in recent years, we've never took advantage of that. We never seem to be able to do it at their ground. I'd love for us to Pam them, but I'd take a win by any means necessary.
Bruv, it's facts. I was on stream with some geezer. He had like the catch up, like catch.
Yeah, I know.
He wasn't catch. His name was SB.
It was SB, yeah.
All right, guy. You know what I mean? But obviously he's on that side of the fence. And he was like, he was saying literally just before I come on stream, he was like, yeah, we're gonna give him a hiding, like punch him up. I'm like, we ain't punched Manchester United up at Old Trafford in a fucking century. Like, look, that's not me just lobbing a big word out or a century. Oh, that's such a long time. Like, that's pretty much how long it's been since we went to Old Trafford and beaten by a 3-goal margin in the league. That's just, you can look it up. I don't even think the last time we beat them by 4, we were even called Arsenal. Like that's what we're saying. We haven't scored more than 2 goals away at Old Trafford for quite a while. Just that alone. Like, we don't usually, and that's the frustrating thing about Manchester United. And after I say this, I want to come in about Gyökeres and who's going to start. Yeah, but listen, this is what it's been about Arsenal and Manchester United for a long time. I'm not scared of Manchester United. They are not the Manchester United side that I grew up. That ruined my childhood. They're not the Manchester United team of this era. They're not. There's no Ruud van Nistelrooy's there. Do you know what I mean? There's no Ryan Giggses and Wayne Rooney's coming through. Do you know what I mean? There's no Paul Scholeses, your Carricks and your Keanes. There's no Berbatov or Tevez. There's no Rio and Vidic. Do you know what I mean? There's no Patrice Evra. There's no Gary Neville.
Ronaldo.
There's no Ronaldo. There's no Ronaldo. There's no Tevez. There, you know, they ain't even got one player at the minute with anywhere near as quality as any of them that I've just labelled. But neither have we. This is the problem. Like, I can annoyingly wax lyrical, sadly, about that Manchester United squad because they were unbelievable. But so could I do the same about my beloved Arsenal Football Club. Now, look, when you almost... It's going to be funny when we see the starting lineups because I said this last year at Old Trafford. Look at the state of the lineups. Bruv, last year, obviously, when, in the season of 2025, I put something to Lee Gunner and I sent him a message and I went, look, the FA Cup final in 2005, look at the lineups. And now look at today's lineup. And that was, I think, at Old Trafford. And I was like, wow, look at them players, bruv. You got Thierry v. Ruud. Today, maybe you might have Victor Gyökeres versus a bit of Benjamin Sesko. But last season, you had Havertz versus who? Zerkamp or Højlund. What's going on? Listen, man, it tells me nicely into that striker bit. We've seen Gyökeres. He's been in the door, yeah? He played sparing minutes against Tottenham, sparing. He played some decent minutes against Villarreal and Bilbao. Who's going to start up front today, Rashid? Because I hope I'm not saying the name Kai Havertz. Oh, what's that? I just said the name Kai Havertz. I'm very, very, very sorry about that, chat. You know exactly what's coming.
39.
Come on. Sorry about that. Who's starting up for Arsenal? Who do you think's going to start? I'm not going to ask who you want to start because I already know that. But come on, what do you reckon?
Yeah. Do you know what it is? Because Havertz scored, it kind of... Now I think that there is a possibility he'd start. Do you know what I'm saying? Because of that goal that he scored last game.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you never know with Arteta. Do you know what I'm saying? He really does have love for Havertz and the way he plays and the kind of striker that drops into the midfield. And do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So there is a possibility Havertz would start. If he does not start, Gyökeres will be subbed by the 50th, 55, 60th minute. He'd be subbed out. But I don't know what Arteta's thinking by because Havertz and Gyökeres is nowhere near the same level. Do you know what I'm saying? Nowhere near the same level. You can't even, if you play Havertz today, today, I think a lot of even top Gooners will be upset. That's why I have a bit of belief that Gyökeres will start. You know anything that upsets top Gooners, Arteta can't do. People don't know how much of we have a say in this club. It's just that most of the people are happy about you've heard Odegaard say, second's not a failure. Do you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people feel like whatever Odegaard's feeling.
In the same season that his manager started it off with, second ain't good enough. Don't accept second place. That's the same season. This is how, Rashid, sorry to cut you, bruv.
Nah,
but this is how demented some of this fan base can be, yeah? You've got, on one side, Mikel Arteta's boy, Odegaard, is going, there's nothing wrong with second place. In the same breath, Arteta's going, guys, do not settle for second place, guys. Do not second. We are Arsenal Football Club, guys. We do not settle for second place, guys. And then last season, I already recorded it. And he's like, oh, guys, we finished second again, guys. But look at the problems we had to face, guys. We had all the injuries, guys.
Yeah.
We had all the injuries, guys. We also had the poor refereeing decisions, guys.
Mm.
We had the police feel sorry for me, guys, because I'm not good enough, guys. Come on, man. You got manager and captain contradicting their own beliefs on where Arsenal Football Club should be. And then you got the fans going, oh, yeah, but second place is awesome, Aaron. Second place is where it's at. It's not the Olympics. You do not get a silver medal for second place. Come on, man. It's just not good enough, is it? It's not good enough. And by the way, big up to Cass big up to Cass for the raid, man, and big up to everyone that's come over. Smash the likes up in the building, and for everyone that's come over, these guys' channels are pinned in my title, and they're pinned in the chat as well now. So yeah, please show them some love. And also, BBK, if you want to jump on, let me know, and I will get that done
BBK.
now. Yeah. So yeah, sorry to cut you there, bro, but big up to everyone over from now.
Nah, do you know what it is? What Odegaard's saying, Odegaard was put on the spot. Do you know what I'm saying? He was put on the spot with that interview, and he was like, "Oh, you should be happy with second place." That's just a reflection of what the top gooners think. But this season, I don't think there's no more excuses. They used all their excuses up. It's been what, 6-7 years, £1 billion to get second place again? Nah, and it's not even happening. You can see how City were playing football. City are nearly back to the City they, do you know what I'm saying? They used to be. They used to be. So City are going to be a problem. Liverpool are going to win no matter what. It's like Salah. How did you expect Salah to score? Do you know what I'm saying? After seeing him play a shit like it's just Salah. That's what Liverpool do. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
But Rashid, he's older now. He's 3 months older than his best season he ever had for Liverpool last season. So he's gonna decline. Yes, he will decline, but he's not gonna decline to 10 goals a season.
Yeah.
No, he's declining, Rashid, though.
But his decline is different. His decline would be like an 18 goals kind of. Yeah. Instead of getting 20 plus, maybe you'll get 15, 18. But the good news for Liverpool is that Ekitike is going to give them some goals. Isak's going to give them some goals as well. Wirtz hasn't come in really, but they still got goals. They can spread goals around. I mean, even Gakpo scored. I don't know how Gakpo. I don't understand Gakpo, but he does do well, innit? Huh?
His first season, Gakpo. Fair enough. I always like it. It's frustrating sometimes with players, but I think at least if you're going to be reasonable, give them 2 years. If they haven't banged after 2 years, they ain't gonna. Do you know what I mean? That's fair to say. Gakpo didn't have a very good start to his season. He had a so-so start to his first season at Liverpool Football Club. But last season, he was very good. So that's what you want. If you're not going to start well, at least start finishing well. And he's on that upward trajectory, Gakpo. And he's chipped himself in again with another goal. That's what you want from these players. You know, like, say for argument's sake now on Martinelli, yeah? Because we ain't got a left winger. Or even let's just say, Thierry Henry starts on the left winger. At least if he's going to start, we don't want him to. But at least if he is, get a goal at Old Trafford tonight. You know, even if it's going to be a 1-1, whether it's going to be a league, because it might even be a winner. That'd be great. Go, just get something over the line. Gyökeres, I'm saying that to. I'm saying that to Madueke as the new boys. Come in, show your worth. Get that first goal under your belt. Do you know what I'm saying? And there you go. There you start getting a bit of an upward trajectory. It's not rocket science for these things.
No, it's not. Do you know what it is, Aaron? Yeah, it's like, unfortunately for Arsenal, yeah, Saka's gonna probably get you what, 13 goals. Saka will probably get you like 13 goals, probably 8 assists, something like that. We don't have that player that scores you the 20 plus goals. Hopefully Gyökeres does. But in my opinion, with this system, I don't think he'll get 20. In my opinion, of course. Guns thinks he'll get 20. A lot of the
it's Gyökeres, you mean specifically? Yeah.
Gyökeres, yeah. I'm talking about Gyökeres
league goals, and as well, just to make sure everyone that
league goals, yeah. Premier League goals, yeah.
He needs to come in and get 20 plus league goals. Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think he would, Aaron. I don't think he'll get 20 plus goals in this system. Not because he's shit, as in not because he's not, because he's a killer. But in this system, I think 15 is his max. So we got a big problem. Liverpool, they already have someone that can get them 20 plus goals. City, we don't even have to. I mean, Haaland's already scored 2 goals already. We just started. We just started. Haaland's the first on the scoreboard. No
and he's
matter
probably
what
not
you
going to be
say about
shifted, is
Haaland,
he? Isn't it?
he's not going to be. No. That's what you were talking about, the decline. Even if Haaland does decline, he'll decline differently to other players.
Yeah.
Instead of getting 27, he'll get 20 goals or 18 or still decent. Do you know what I'm
His
saying? For a
decline will
striker.
still be a title-winning-esque contribution, wouldn't it?
Basically. So that's the kind of player you need. I know it's not all about GA, but you do need someone to score you those 20 plus goals. Someone in the team. And that's something we didn't have because we tried to spread the goals around, didn't work. We tried to rely on Saka, didn't work because you can double up on Saka. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I hope that Gyökeres can be your 20 plus goal man. But in my opinion, it's going to be a tough one. I'll be real. Yeah. What you on? Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to jump in on there, and then I'm going to bring Ozzy in as well on this. So, like, I literally just had, if there's anyone still in from NAF, that was there from the start when I said this. You know, you need more contribution in terms of winners, and I was sort of saying this specifically about Odegaard. He doesn't get them contributions. I appreciate, you know, it isn't like what you said, always about output. But when you've got a midfield that are designed not really to give output, you need someone in midfield to give output. Odegaard done that 3 seasons ago. He hasn't done that since, right? You look at that title side, or the title challenging side, let's just sort of say. You had Martinelli putting in unbelievable numbers, maybe not match-winning contribution, top-winning contributions, but he was getting double figures in goals and assists. So did Odegaard. So did Saka. And there might have been one other person. Maybe it might have been Jesus that got maybe double figures in one and one in the other. Either way, I think there was at least 4 players in that Arsenal team that got double figures in terms of goals and output. We haven't had that since. Last season, we didn't even have one that got double figures in output. Not even one, bruv. Not even one. That's nowhere near good enough. So obviously, now you're thinking, all right, Saka, all right, he got his injury or whatever. But the thing is with Saka, and I know you can also caveat that with age. Yeah, you know what I mean? He's been a bit younger and he's been carrying this Arsenal side for a lot of time. Yeah. This season, if Arsenal want to have a title challenging season / title winning season, we need Saka to have that Mo Salah season. And he hasn't had it yet. For whatever reason, I'm not criticising Saka, by the way. This isn't a critic of him. I think he's been unbelievable for Arsenal Football Club. But now we need him to go from unbelievable to off the screen. We need that. And that's what Mo Salah has done for Liverpool over 8 years, numerous times, along with other players, the Manes, etc. We need Saka to go, do you know what? I'm going to get you 18 league goals. Instead of the 12 and 10 assists, 18 league goals. Get us that and get us 12 assists. Get a 30 GA contributing season. We need a left winger. You know, maybe if you've got a Gyökeres in there, left winger to maybe go, I'll give you 10 and 10. I'll give you 10 and 10. Yeah. Maybe not as good as Saka, but I'll give you 10 and 10. And then we need our Gyökeres to go, don't you worry, my son. I'll give you 20 plus goals. Might only give you 5 assists, but don't you worry about it, my old China. I will give you 20 plus league goals. All of a sudden, you're sitting there thinking, well, you got front three that's getting 50 plus goals. That's not bad. That's not bad.
League winning. I wanted just to add this, Aaron, It's time for Saka to step up. I know when we talk about Saka, it's like you're walking on eggshells. Oh, watch. Well, 1 second. Let's not, you know what I'm saying, hurt some people's feelings because I know what Saka is to them. Okay. And I like Saka, don't get me wrong, but I think like he's a very good player. To be an elite player, you need the GA. It's not just about the GA, but you do need the GA
it's at the same time. Isn't it? Yeah.
And let's be honest, most of the balls go towards Saka. We're barely playing on the left-hand side. We're playing everything on the right. So Saka's getting the ball more than the other winger. So I'm sorry if I'm asking you to step up. Yeah, I can see that. Ethan saying big up to him. Saka needs to be given more freedom. Well, I think last season, after he came from injury, we didn't defend. He wasn't asked to defend. And it was the same, thereabouts, the same kind of goals. So I don't really think it's about, this is a you know what I'm saying, unpopular opinion though. I don't really think it's about that. Because last season we gave him, well, maybe not the freedom, but we gave him the luxury not to defend after he came back from injury. He wasn't defending that much.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I feel like it's time to step up for Arteta. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And him to find a system that fits these players to get us someone that can score us that goals. And that guy needs to be Saka. He's our poster boy, right? He's our poster boy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Saka or Gyökeres, one of them needs to get us 20 plus goals. I don't know how, one of them has to. But yeah, that's my point on Saka, man.
Just quickly as well, I just want to address this. That's all well and good. The geezer that sort of comments up. Dude spoke a lot of words, said in a true world-class player. Guess what? All right, and I'll make this very simple to say. If I just went, Arsenal need world-class player. Rashid, how do you reckon Arsenal going to do? Yeah, they're going to win today. What about you, Ozzy? Show over. But it's funny, if you didn't agree with me, you'd ask me to explain it. But I asked to explain it, and you say, you need to just summarize it up really quick. If you don't agree with me, you want me to explain it. How can I do both? It wouldn't be much of a show if I just went, Arsenal need to beat Manchester United 1-0, I predict. Bye, everyone. Come on, man. What are we saying here?
He must like Saka. He must like Saka. I think you offended
Come on,
him.
geezer, man. Come on. Don't
just to back off your points and what Rashid was saying. Big up BBK.
Salute.
Yes, geezer. Yes, BBK. Big up,
mate. The thing is, my thing is very simple. You know, all these things that we are debating, we know the answers to them already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'll make it very simple, yeah. We've seen under this manager play a system that gets the best out of this team, that gets your wingers scoring that 10, 15 goals and whatnot. And what did we say that season? We said we needed a striker. Yeah. Now we've got that striker. Yeah. With Saka, if you want him to get potentially that 30 plus GA, you let him off the shackles of defending like Salah does. You know, stay on that top half line of the pitch. Don't track back too much unless we're trying to defend and you know what I mean? Like you might get that odd game, stupid decision, 10 men and you're 2-1 up and whatnot, and you've got to kind of, park the bus. But my thing is very simple, yeah? With the Saka thing, you leave him up top. Listen, you don't want that guy be running up and down 100-meter pitch for 90 minutes, especially with, the injury that he's just had.
Yeah.
You need him to exert that energy where he's going to be most effective. And it's not going to be defending or running towards his own goal. We don't need that. Is Salah most effective when he's running forward or backwards? I know it's
forward.
I know it sounds.
He was a left back, wasn't he? Right back. What are we doing here, isn't it?
I know it sounds stupid, isn't it? That's why I like BBK was laughing. It sounds stupid. But he's most effective running forward, isn't it? So it's quite simple. Another thing is to get Gyökeres to bang, you played the system where you was getting what's that season where we scored the most goals, and all we was saying was we was lacking in that clinical striker. We've got that striker. So if Arteta has any chance, absolutely any chance in the world of winning something, let alone the Premier League, and if he has a light bulb, a lemon, I don't know what he has in his that damn brain of his, because he likes to think a lot, but if he goes, listen, when did I get the best out of this team and the players were scoring goals? Was, we're talking 2-3 seasons ago. I've added a gunman up front. Let's let the shackles off and play attacking football and see what happens. With the Odegaard thing, when Odegaard was contributing, he was playing as an attacking midfielder, not playing in his own half.
Yeah.
And the thing
That's
is, what we could do now is play a double pivot like we did in the last pre-season game. You know, get Zubimendi and Rice and let Odegaard do his thing up front, and let's see what happens. The concern is now is that left side. We've all said that left side is non-existent, and he keeps chopping and changing. You know what I'm saying? Let Skelly and Martinelli have a run at it and see what happens, and tell Martinelli, listen, just pick your damn head up, stop running with your head down, and maybe you'd be more effective. But it's like these simple things that we see on the pitch with players, and this manager can't rectify it. Is what is annoying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's so regimented in the way he is. It's like he can't change it. You can change things with. I don't know if he got told when he was doing his coaching by his in-game tactics, because this guy doesn't seem to know what in-game tactics is. I'm fine of going 2-3-0 up, and if you want to play this pragmatic football, go ahead, but don't play it when you're 1-0 up and you still got 70 minutes in the game. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all. If we was playing the football that we was playing, where we was blowing teams 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, go up 3-1, go up 4-1, and then all right, say, listen, guys, just manage the game. Yeah, we don't need to attack so much. Keep the ball and just move it around. It's not that very difficult. But with this manager, he's played 3 different types of football in 3 seasons, still trying to work out a winning formula. The thing is, he needs to do it within games and change. You can't just play one system for every game against the same opposition. It doesn't work. You don't win that way all the time. You can't set up the same way for games when you're playing a Sunderland or an Ipswich, the same as you're playing a Man City. But he just seems to think, oh, I'm going to play this way, and that's it.
Facts.
Yeah. Well, it's a frustrating thing, isn't it, man? Totally agreed. Look,
well, for me, like I said, it's very simple. You let the shackles off. You play attacking football. You let the plays that were being effective attacking, let them do the attacking. Let the guys defend that do the defensive jobs, and manage the game depending on how it's going. You go 2-3-0 up, you play defensive.
Yeah.
Not to play defensive when you're 1-0 up and you've got 70 minutes to go.
Yeah. No, I'm fucking facts. Listen, man, brother Rashid's got a bounce.
Oh man,
thank you. Oh, sorry, my bad. BBK.
You're letting Taron down. I'm not happy with that.
Yeah, I feel some type of way. You know, when you walk in, somebody get up. Man, we gotta go as soon as you walk in the room. We're like,
whoa, are we okay?
What happened?
There's an issue. If there's an issue between you, I'm joking.
Nah, you know what? I love listening to you guys, man. I always do. All the team, the whole team. You know what I'm saying? You, yourself, BBK, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully Ozzy as well. Big up to everyone in the chat as well. I need to run. I'm so late. Late. Big up to everyone.
You jog off, my brother. Enjoy.
Love.
Have a good one. And all of that, brother.
I'll see you guys later.
Always, man. And for everyone in the chat, Rashid's link is pinned in the title. Same as Ozzy's as well. Smash the likes up for this stream, of course. And what I've done is I've pinned Taron's in the chat. So come on, man. Show the geezer some love down here, man. We love a bit of BBK Sports. Taron's an absolute geezer. And I think this might be the first time you've been on the channel, is it?
Yes, it is.
I think it is. So, boom. Thank you very much for coming in, man. Absolute pleasure, of course. We're talking Arsenal, Manchester United, of course. we sort of was talking initially about whether Kai Havertz or Victor Gyökeres is going to start, because you never know with Mikel Arteta, do you? He can do some wild things, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, just so you can run up the space. Start off with the Gyökeres thing. Start off with however you want. How do you think the game's going to go, man? Do you say your piece, brother, and I'll listen.
It shouldn't even be a question. The fact that this is even a question annoys me. You know, and that's the truth, because we can't sit here with any degree of conviction and say that Gyökeres is starting.
Yeah,
it might be a 60-40 or a 70-30, but there's a chance that Havertz might start, especially because he scored. And I really think if Gyökeres had not scored against Bilbao, he would have started Havertz, especially if Havertz came on and did what he did. Because to be fair to Havertz, as much as I malign him, he probably scored the best goal of the bunch of the three. But it shouldn't even be.
It was quite surprising for him to make
that.
Like,
Like,
people said, "Oh, look how fast he is! Look how fast he is!"
I've never seen him run that fast. It looks like I thought he was gonna fall over as soon as he absorbed the contact. Because I've seen.
Do you know what it reminded me of? Do you remember, like, I think it was against, might have been against Tottenham, and Dennis Bergkamp was his final season, and someone sprayed the ball over to him, and he sprinted like he was Thierry Henry in his prime. I just remember thinking, how's Dennis moving like that? Do you know what I mean? He's 36. Do you know? It was
looked
one
like
of the world's anomalies, that, wasn't it?
It looked like he made his mind up at halftime and say, I'm gonna score this football. And in that capacity, Kai Havertz is actually useful. Big up to Shane the Legend. He's actually useful when we're up 2-0 and we're flying. He can come into the game and contribute, because if it's 0-0 or we're down 1-0 and it's a close, I don't trust him, because I've seen him get one in the close Man City game and put it wide. But when we were up flying 3-0, he drops his shoulder and puts it in the far corner. The Manchester United game, oh my days. Has there ever been this much pressure on a match week 1? Because we've said many, many moons ago that this could be another City pool. And based on their performances, them men have laid the market out. Hey, Liverpool scored 4. City's like, okay, I see your 4. Here's 4. Arsenal, your turn. And I'm not sure we can do it. I think Ruben Amorim will give him a problem to solve today. And do I trust him to solve it? I don't. Not with a whole lot of confidence. In the Excuse Express is already out. You know, that's what I call it. The Excuse Express has laid down the marker. When I don't know when the interview was done, but I was made aware of it yesterday when the captain was speaking and said second is not a failure. I don't think that's an accident. I think that's a deliberate message from the club, laying an excuse down from now. So when we do be second or thereabouts, well, we said before we even kicked the ball that this is probably our level, you know, and the fans are already doing it. I said this many, many moons ago that as soon as Eze doesn't come to Arsenal, the Arsenal fans are going to say, well, he's shit. He's too old.
Yeah.
Doesn't have any ambition for going to Tottenham. Wait a minute. Any ambition? Tottenham can offer him Champions League football. They have a big, pretty stadium. They just won something. And we weren't really in for him. The player was on sale. A release clause is literally the player is on sale for a price that doesn't need to be negotiated. And we let the release clause expire. That was the red flag. That's Eze and his camp looking like, brother, these men really don't want you.
Taron, did they really think, like, Eze's release clause was 68 million and you could pay it over three years? Mm-hmm. Did they actually think in allowing that to expire that they was actually going to get him for a lot cheaper? Because all that's happened, like, you was at least, I'm sorry, considering he's English, considering he's played in the Premier League for a long time, like, he's one of ours, really, you know what I mean? He came from us. Do you really think you was going to get him from a rival London club for anything anyway less than 60 million? That's the minimum negotiating point from that. Yeah. 60 million onwards. So it's almost just like, so what you've allowed yourself to do is, even though there was a nice staggered payments anyway for him, you've gone, now we'll just wait. And all you've done is go, well, sod it. We'll try and save 4 million quid and let Tottenham get him.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just baffling to me.
It is backwards. Baffling. And this has, if it's a crime scene, it has Arteta's DNA and his fingerprints all over it. Like,
smoking gun, they say, isn't it? Smoking gun.
But Arteta is not doing this. Like, he is not doing this kind of badness. He's worked at a higher level than Arsenal and have done better deals. Right? This is the guy that signed Rodri and Partey and all these players. You know, so the thing is, if you're Eze, even if you want Arsenal, even if you admire Arsenal, play for Arsenal, or a fan of Arsenal, you go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. If Arsenal don't want you, you don't go there. Yeah. As soon as James Maddison pulled up, that's the first thing that went through my head, Aaron and Ozzy. Because now I'm thinking, how does this affect Arsenal?
Yeah, well, we've seen
the guy who wears the number 10 shirt who's available and on the market. Daniel Levy at least owes it to his fans to ask the question. If he asks the question and he goes there, fair play, because we did not make the effort to get the player that clearly moves the needle for us.
100%. Just quickly before you jump in there, Oscar, I think you was going to say something there. Big up, boy Dio. He's always been a regular of the chat. Big up to you, my friend. He's saying, come on, Aaron. You know the club was never going to spend the money for Eze. They spent a Madueke in Norgard. Hard to make the sales to get Eze over those two signings. Yeah, bud, look, you know, I've never sort of believed really that we would sort of be getting these players, but it still doesn't stop me from wanting them, demanding them, expecting them. If we're going to be moving like a big club, I mean, Liverpool probably didn't expect to do what they're going to do, and look what they've done. They doubled down. Arsenal have just met the minimum base requirement. So yeah, while I do agree with you in your assessment, yeah, I don't think we was ever going to spend the money, and I actually agree with you as well. Yeah, but we need to make sales. The very fact that Arsenal Football Club, boys, have got to the 17th of August, and the only sale we've done is ripping up the contract of Tomiyasu. I mean, I'm sorry, that is just madness. But listen, yeah, like I totally agree. We probably could be having an Eze or someone through the door if we'd made sales. But my point is never really 100% of what I believe that they're going to do. It's what they should do, and they're two totally different things, Dio. Arsenal Football Club, if they want to compete with Liverpool and Manchester City this season, should be signing Eze because he's a massive upgrade on Odegaard. Arsenal Football Club should be signing a Rodrigo-esque left winger because is a massive upgrade on Trossard and Martinelli. And then you go, do you know what? If you get them players in there, Madueke on the right wing as a backup to Saka, whatever. But the very fact is we haven't done it. It's a very, very, very frustrating thing. While I believe, yeah, did I ever believe if we'd have got Rodrigo and Eze, Arsenal spending would be over 300 million? Did I ever believe that? No. But then you also, and not you, by the way, Dio, then you also get criticised by other Arsenal fans for going, and it's ridiculous when I say it, and then, yeah, but we've spent 6 players. All right, cool. Well, how about not sign fucking Norgard? Then how about not? Do you know what I mean? It's not our fault we spent 200 million quid in. The only thing, how about not sign Madueke? Norgard and Madueke. There you go. You've got your Eze money. Job done. Finished. Ta-la. There you go. What we saying? That's not rocket science, is it? Do you know what I mean? And then bring in an Eze on top of it once you've made other big sales. But we've done none. We've done neither. All we've allowed ourselves down to, and this is a big criticism that I've faced, and I've argued with the likes of, I've not really argued, that's an unfair overreaction to say, but Terry Flewers. I've disagreed with him live. I've disagreed with a few other people like that live. That gone, it doesn't matter what order the signings come in. That's a load of bollocks. Yep. That's an absolute load of bollocks. Why is that? Because, oh yeah, we'd probably have Eze in the door if we didn't have Madueke in the door. That's just a minimum example. Who else was in for Madueke, by the way? Who else was in for Madueke? Oh yeah, no one. So almost you're telling me that Madueke deal could have just been put on the fucking back burner then, yeah? Yeah, because no one else was in for him. His value weren't going up or down, playing every game or most games in the Club World Cup and not scoring or assisting, by the way. So his value weren't going up or down. It had just been sat there. But what did Arsenal Football Club do? Now we'll just get Madueke in through the door. We'll get a backup right winger and fucking skint ourselves so we can't sign a starting 10 or a starting left winger. That is fucking spasticated. So it does matter what signings order they come in. Get your big deals in the door earlier. Get Gyökeres in the door. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a debate as to who's going to start him or Havertz. Why is there a debate? Well, one, because Arteta's a moron. And two, because Gyökeres hasn't had the minutes yet. He hasn't had the minutes that Havertz has done. So then that wouldn't be a debate if he'd have got the minutes. And there wouldn't be a debate because he'd have been in the door earlier to get the minutes in pre-season. It's not rocket science. It's not difficult to comprehend. And then throw in your Norgard for a 10 million. Oh, who else was in for Norgard? No one. No one. If you told Norgard at the start of the season, go, do you know what? Stay with Brentford. Stay with Brentford until the start of the season. We want you, but guess what? Well, guess what? just say no to everyone else. What's he going to do? He's crying because he might be playing in the Champions League. I can't believe it. He's going to go, do you know what? I'm going to say no to West Ham all summer. I'm going to say no to Fulham all summer. I'm going to say no to this. I'm going to say no to that. Why is that? Because Arsenal's promised him. So that's another deal you could have put on the back burner. Where was Mosquera going? Nowhere. So we've spent all our dough, spunked it all on semi-par average players. Oh, and now we can't get the big boys in. That actually improved the team. It's not hard, is it? Come on. Someone help me out. Ozzy, help me out here, man. Come on.
No, I completely agree with you. Like the
Yeah.
Madueke deal just bamboozles me. That signing doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. Like, I don't care. I could speak to 50,000 or 1 million Arsenal fans, and I'll hear all their points, and I still wouldn't accept it in any way, shape, or form. Big up Views, by the way.
Big up to the Raid as well, by the way.
It make no sense. I mean,
jump on if you want.
The thing is with this 6 signings, what we've done is added quantity over quality. And my thing is what you really should do is add quality on top of quality, because what we need is more quality than what we have. And then put those players that you already have on the bench. Now, no one can tell me with these 6 players, apart from Gyökeres, we've significantly improved our squad in terms of a first 11. We haven't. We might have more players, but realistically, if you look at the players that have left, we've not really added that much quantity either.
Yeah.
I mean, Tomiyasu's gone. Jorginho's gone. Partey's gone. I can't remember anyone else who's left. So realistically, they said 6 players. It's about 2 or 3. But we've just brought in players for bringing them sake, most of them.
Yeah.
My thing is like, what I ideally would have wanted in my ideal kind of scenario is you bring me a Gyökeres that demotes Havertz to the bench. You bring me an Eze and that demotes Odegaard to the bench. And you bring me a Rodrigo that can play right and left.
So you don't even need a Madueke.
And you either sell Trossard or Martinelli, and the other one gets demoted to the bench. Automatically, you've improved 3 positions, and you've got 3 backups that generally were first team players but are now backups. So whether you agree they're good backups or not, they potentially are better backups than what you already had, give or take.
Yeah.
That's what I would have wanted. But
that's mad.
Taron,
instead of bringing in these 6 players, bring me in 3 quality players that significantly improve the squad. And then you start looking at Odegaard, say, listen, man, you're stinking at the gaff. Until you prove you can, do what you have shown that you can do, you're going to be on the bench.
Yeah.
And you do the same with other players. Because we need to create competition in the squad. And the thing is, we still don't have it in certain players. Now, name me, I don't know, 3 positions in the squad that you can say, do you know what? I'm happy with that. He plays first, and he's the
right
back.
It's only right back for me.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
100%. Ben White.
And the other things I just wanted to mention, sorry. The other thing I wanted to mention is I'm sick of it. And you guys and these top goonies need to stick drinking the Kool-Aid or the tap water or wherever or the chicken from Bossman shop or wherever it is, stop doing this bollocks of we never get linked to a player or no one says we want him. As soon as we link him, oh, I like him. Oh, he'll do a job. Stop that shit, man. No one wanted Madueke. No one wanted Norgard. And all of a sudden we get linked to them saying, oh, they're good. They can do a job. You wouldn't have mentioned him if he weren't linked to the club. So why you jump on this narrative that they're good enough? Another point I wanted to add is, if these players are so good enough, compare them to the squads we're competing against, Liverpool and Man City. Would they get into their squads or bench even? No, they wouldn't. So why do you think these players are good enough for us when we're trying to compete against these teams that these players wouldn't get into those squads? It don't make sense. You know, like I said to you on Friday, Aaron, if I was racing a guy with a Ferrari, I'm not going to turn up in a Ford Focus, am I?
You wouldn't. You'd turn up in a Lamborghini at least, wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? And let's see who we got. You know what I mean? You feel sorry for the Ford Focus. The Ford Focus is Mikel, isn't it?
Like I'm fed up with it. Oh, no one mentioned Madueke or Norgard or some of these players. Oh, we live with him. Oh, we might get him. Oh, well, I like him. He'll do it. What do you mean you like him? Some of these players you never even heard of. Just because he's been with the club, you have to like him. Stop it. Like it just doesn't make sense. It's like this club can't do no wrong. This manager can't do no wrong.
Yeah, and you got a big fan base.
I'm sure some of these top winners will tell off their partners or their family members more than they'll tell off this manager or this club for doing something that's not right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Listen, I'm gonna do this next bit with Taron, and then I'm gonna for the final bit of the show, I'm gonna get our season predictions in after I do this little bit. And by season predictions, because there's no better time to do it, I basically sort of mean I'm gonna ask you two gents, and I want people in the chat as well to jump in. I want to write in and post who you believe. I want to know who you think Arsenal's player of the season is going to be this year. The top scorer, the big assister, who's going to be that creative spark, an assist. Who's going to be the breakthrough? Is it going to be Max Downman? I think we all might be saying that. An unpopular opinion, do you know what I mean? All of that. And then I want to know who you think is going to win the Premier League, the Champions League rather, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. I'm quite intrigued on that. So just quickly, I want to run through this with Taron, and then we'll go and do that. I at Arsenal Football Club think we've made two massive mistakes, and I don't actually think we're a million miles away. Yeah. If Arsenal Football Club was to have Rodrigo and Eze in there, yeah, and we'd made the adequate sales in which to do so, yeah, and we'd got them in the door. And we switched it to a 4-2-3-1, yeah? The defence and the goalkeeper speaks for itself, okay? And then you've got Zubimendi and you've got Declan Rice as that pivotal two, a Rodrigo and Saka on them wings with an Eze as a 10 and a Gyökeres up top. I'm even with Mikel Arteta. Okay, I'm not going to be like giddy over my head like a little fangirling, but I'm going and thinking, this is a bloody good starting lineup. It will take a biblical so-and-so to mess this up, because that team there should be winning something. But this isn't my point. That team going into the season in that formation would get me relatively excited about this season. And so far, I'm not, Taron. What do you reckon, brother?
Yeah, I second that point. I've said if we got a Rodrigo, even if we didn't get an Eze, which I wanted, if we had a Rodrigo, this would be the first time, at least in the Emirates era, that Arsenal Football Club would go into a season saying we have two of the best wingers in the world. You already have the best defense. Now, a top manager would use the best defense as a license to go attack teams, because your defense is good. I'm not going to prove to you my defense is good by inviting pressure onto them. They're prone to human error, and you invite on pressure to the best defense for 70 minutes, like Ozzy said earlier, they're going to make a mistake. They're going to switch off. They're going to get tired. So I would be completely gassed. There would be no doubt we're picking up 3 points today if that was our lineup.
You'll be confident, wouldn't you? Confident.
I would have all the chest in the world. Two of the best wingers in the world, a striker that's worth his salt, and a number 10 to get him the ball. Oh, I'd be over the moon. But the thing we already know that we've already made the point that Sesko was his guy's number one choice, right? And Gyökeres comes in and give him a selection headache. I really believe he doesn't want Eze because Eze gives him another selection headache. Because now he either have to move Odegaard to the left 8 or don't play him. He doesn't want all these headaches. He really doesn't. And what manager turns down good players? If you're a manager and give me all the good players, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. If I'm good enough, I'll figure it out. Yeah, they want the headache. They don't even want to take paracetamol. They want the headache.
Give me all
I'm
of them.
not taking ibuprofen and paracetamol. Give me that fucking headache, bruv. I'll have it for 38 Premier League games.
Every single one.
That's what I'm saying. Like Man City have signed 3 midfielders on top of what they already had.
Yeah, give me all of them. Give me all the damn
Look
players.
at Reinders yesterday, bro. Look at Reinders.
When to play who and when not to play.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, since that season when we played scintillating football in 22-23, we have spent over 500 million and we look worse. How is that possible? Like, that's the last time we played decent football close to any kind of football that resembles the Arsenal. That looks good. And we spent half a billion since then. And we look terrible and still don't have a left back at the club. Still don't have a left winger. Still don't have a true 10. How is this possible?
I love hearing things like that. That's almost that Taron. I looked at so many things like that, but never really.
Say that again. Say that again. I don't think the people in the back heard you.
Say that again. Yeah, that's a
Since we last played great football, in 22-23, the season where we were at top of the league, when we got 50 points from 19 games, when we were blowing teams away, we have spent over 500 million, and we look worse.
Yeah, boy, that's landed, bro.
We look absolute worse.
That's
and here's
landed.
the thing. Because Tony Adams has criticized Arteta and his captain, make no mistake about it, he is not dropping Odegaard because now he looks weak if he does. He is not going to let an outside influence, even though he is Mr. Arteta. He's Mr. Arsenal. And he is Mr. Arsenal. I'm talking to you, D from Fan Zone. He is Mr. Arsenal. 2 first division titles, 2 Premier League titles, about 4 FA Cups, captain at 21, captain us for 14 years. He hasn't kicked the ball for us since 2002.
Captain us over 3 decades, bruv. 3 decades, FA winning cups.
Yeah. So if he can't speak on the captaincy, right, from a 4-time champion while being captain, then who can?
Right down.
Tell me who can.
Saying, my man's got a statue outside the stadium. You can tell him shut up.
If he can't criticize anyone, then tell me who can. Because you can't tell me Thierry can do it. Because when Thierry did it, they went after him as well.
Yeah,
they went after Titi when Titi criticized him as well. And
because it goes against the grain. So you're telling me everything isn't pretty at Arsenal?
And what Ozzy touched on earlier when he said the top gooners drinking this and they're drinking that. But here's the thing. You have the bottom gooners, the top gooners, you have some of the people in the middle who are saying, okay, I'm going to give him 1 more year. Okay, I've seen enough. You've seen enough. We've all seen enough. These people actually think they're going to see something in year 6, go to year 7 that they need to see in year 5, year 4, year 3. He's not going to, this is who he is. He has shown this is who he is. He is not saying
that's what I'm saying. This guy's been here since 2019, man. It's coming up to 6 years in December.
Yeah, almost like Eze's a good player that can score goals in difficult away grounds. Yeah. I haven't seen the goal, by the way, but everyone in the chat's going, Eze.
I'm hearing
Eze 1-0.
The Tottenham team might fall off, so I hope that happens.
Yep, Eze scored. Just Lord.
Yeah. And by the way, a couple of checks. I'm unable to.
You should have celebrated like this.
Yeah.
Send a message.
Yeah, well, everyone's saying it's an absolute banger. Apparently, almost like he would improve the Arsenal team instead of Odegaard, isn't it? But why would we want to do that? Because he's our captain. Oh, come off it. He's a poster boy.
He's not a captain, man. He's soft, man. What traits does? Sorry, Aaron, but what traits does Odegaard have that merit a captain?
Only one, and that's none. That's it. One trait, none. No trait. He's embarrassing. He's
You know,
the only thing he's a good
bad
for
as,
is the
as
PR.
Shaka was.
He's a poster boy. He's a boy band, isn't he? That's what he is. He's the lead singer
You
of
know,
a boy
as
band.
bad as
Go and
Shaka
sell
was
the
for us.
shirts. Go and do all of that, Aussie brother, Aussie chat. Come on, go and sell the shirts, Odegaard. Go and put your face out there, innit? Go and do all of the little visits. But let a real man lead the team. Let a proper man lead the football club. And like Taron said, bang, absolute nailed it at the park. Wallop, home run. There is no better man alive that is more fucking equipped to talk about the Arsenal captaincy than Tony Adams 5.
Yep.
6, rather. Wow,
Been-
biblical thinker. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
Been there, done that. If there was a picture of a person that's called been there, done that, that's him. He's been there and he's done it. He's highly qualified to speak on this issue.
Yeah, you guys that some of you don't even know about him. Make sure you go read on your history.
Yeah. Just Google the famous back four. Now, if you think our defense is good now, Google the famous back four with Lee Dixon and Nigel and this guy, and you will see. Do your research, people.
You had obviously before in the end, you had obviously the back four with Bold and like you said, you had Winterburn, Dixon, Bold, Adams. But on the earlier side of it, you had David O'Leary, and then on the other side of it, you had Martin Keown.
Yep.
So that whole back four was coupled with another world-class centre back either side of it. And David O'Leary don't ever get his props, really. Do you know what I mean? For how good of a player that he was. Back, but what us fans do, us fans in this world-class chat do, because there's a reason why we've still got such a high number of people watching in the building. Big up to you. Smash the likes and subscribe, not only to Aussie, not only to Rashid still, but my brother Taron down here as well. His link, this gentleman down here, his link is pinned in the chat. Aussie's is pinned in the title along with Rashid's. And of course, mine, I think I had a little check. I'm 70 away from 2K. So if you haven't smashed the subscribe button, come on, man.
Come on, guys. What are you doing, man? Hit the subscribe and hit the like button.
What are we doing here? Well, come on, man. Let's get this up to 2K. Do you know what I mean? Let's get it up to 2K. Probably not in this stream, of course. But you know, you can do your bit in this stream. What are we doing here? Come on, man. Pay the rent. Come on. But listen, we've got obviously like a Tony Adams, like you're saying, he's well equipped to do it. We've got a lot of people in the Arsenal fan base, not our world-class fan base, that just don't even know who David O'Leary is. They're like, who? Who's he talking about? Was he a striker? No. They probably don't even know most of the Invincible squad. They're probably going to even name the starting lineup. Probably don't even know who the other guys were in the background. Your Pascal Zegons. Who was that? They probably don't even know who the Thomas Rosickis were. All they do is know anything from 2019. The ones that were sold are the worst thing in the world, and the ones that are still here, the best thing in the world. Yeah. It's not rocket science. Who's that? Who is that? Bergkamp? 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 Who's that? Oh, only one of the most influential players in Arsenal Football Club's history. That's all. Yeah. Tony Adams, man. Come on, man. When Tony talks, I think you'll do very, very, very well to listen, especially when it's about the captaincy, man. That's absolutely batshit. But listen, what I wanted to do, and we'll start with Taron. We'll start with Aussie. We'll finish with Taron. So Aussie, man, and you know, we're gonna run through some quick fire, bang, 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 bang.
Right.
Player of the season. Player of the season, Aussie. Who's going to be the player of the season for Arsenal Football Club, in your humble opinion, sir? And chat, please feel free to put out in the chat. I want to have a little look. I want to gauge where my world-class chat's head's at. I know a couple of you have already written yet, but player of the season, chat and Aussie. Who is it? We got Lynch Saka. Come on, Aussie. Who's yours?
I really don't know this season, man.
Come on, no fence sitting.
You know what it is? I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm just gonna say Rice.
You're gonna say Declan Rice? That's not a bad shout. In fact, yeah, we'll run around. Taron, who's your player of the season gonna be? Do you reckon?
Yeah, oddly enough, I was gonna say Declan Rice as well for this reason. You said is he as good as Arteta? And Tony said he is better. He's a winner. Declan heard that.
Yeah. And so did Odegaard.
Yeah, I think you heard that.
Yeah, no,
He's
that's
doing
my
the
thing
captaincy
because
anyway.
he's probably the most consistent player up to this point
Yeah.
in our team.
Yeah, I think it's going to be that's his responsibility because there's no Partey. It's going to be him that kind of ingratiates and pulls Zubimendi in the squad, and he's going to do a lot of running this year, man. But I really think he has a point to prove, and there's our midfield, the engine. He's gonna because we know what Odegaard is, right? Unless he proves something crazy today. Because if we lose today, I'm telling you, it's Declan that's going to come out and do the presser. It won't be our captain.
Facts.
We have So there's something about Declan. I think he heard Tony. He won't say it out loud, but he knows he's the captain.
Oh, he definitely listens, man. He listens. Trust me, he's in the know-how.
Yeah. No, I wanted to. We got Lynch. Obviously, he's going through a bit of a Saka. We got Mark. Big up. You going for a Zubimendi? Yeah, not a bad little shout.
He could be a surprise one.
Chris is going big up. Chris, bro.
Get found out.
Big up, Chris. And you boys getting sapped today. Big up, Chris. Fuck off, Chris. I'm gonna joke. Big up to Chris. He's always in it. He's a geezer, man. Chelsea, he's a geezer. How's your team getting on today? You're wanker. Do you know what I mean? You're lucky you got a little disallowed goal there, Chris. You know what I mean? But now, big up to you, brother. My player of the season, I'm gonna go slightly different. Even though I massively agree that we need a blockbuster performance from a midfielder. And if you're going to name me which one of the three is most likely going to be, I would also agree with you guys, Rice. Absolutely. I'm going to go for Gyökeres, only because I just feel like if Arsenal were to have the success that they want, desperately need, that might be in the form of a Carling Cup or whatever. I think we need a striker to do it. If Gyökeres has an unbelievable season, let's say he gets 25 league goals, Arsenal Football Club probably will finish, well, they'll have a good season in the Premier League. If he gets 30, 35 goals all around in all competitions, probably means that we're going to get to latter stages of cups. Maybe he doesn't score any, but maybe he scores a winner. I just feel like if Arsenal are going to do something this season, they need someone to bring in cup-winning, league-winning, match-winning performances in terms of goals. So that's why I'm going to go for Victor Gyökeres. But equally, I can see if, from that midfield, if Rice has a blockbuster season, then, do you know what I mean? We've got every chance. We just need that guy to put the ball in the back of the net.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah. I think we just sort of need that. So the next one, almost the sinks of my own thing anyway, but top scorer, Aussie. Who's going to be Arsenal Football Club top scorer? And we'll just break it down into two. In the league, and it probably will end up being the same, but I just thought, why not? In the league and overall. Probably be the same name.
The easy name would be Saka, but with this year, I don't know what Saka we're gonna get, man. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, we're going for some Ryan Odegaard there.
Top scorer this season.
Top league scorer and top overall scorer. Hit me, Aussie.
I'm stuck between two players. It's either going to be Saka or Gyökeres.
Yeah. I'm feeling like that should be all right. But what one are you going for? No more fence sitting. I'm not having it. I'm not fucking having it, mate.
Okay, I'm having Gyökeres has a good season.
He's going for Gyökeres. What about you, chat? Before I come to Taron, who are we saying? Who's going to be our lead goal scorer? Lynch has already come in with a bit of Saka, and he's coming in a bit player of the season's Timber player. Yeah, he's been unbelievable. But top goal scorer in the league and all competitions. Taron, what you telling me, my friend?
Yeah, it's going to be Gyökeres. So I predicted Gyökeres is going to get 18 to 22 league goals. That's what I'm expecting. That's the minimum that I'm expecting from him.
I think that's a good fair parameter.
30 in all cups. Now, if he gets now, when I prefaced that comment for when I said if we got an Eze or a Rodrigo, then I'm expecting 25 minimum league goals. Big up Hendo and 30 in all comps. But yeah, I'm looking at 18 to 22. I think he's going to. That's a great question still, because I remember one year when Havertz was our leading scorer, it was Jesus that was scoring all the Champions League goals. So there can be some separation there. My worry is though, for all the 100 or 200 of you in here watching, there's if any of you man watch NBA basketball or no basketball, there's a guy named Shaquille O'Neal, right? Shaq Diesel, big, right?
Big Shaq.
He needed service. He couldn't dribble the ball up the court. The most dominant big man ever, but he couldn't dribble the ball up the court. Kobe had to get him the ball. Derek Fisher had to get him the ball. Gyökeres needs someone to get him the ball.
It's a great analogy.
Yeah, so we're not going to charge Odegaard with that. He gave us 8 assists and 3 goals in 30-something games last year. So I'm very concerned, even with my 18 to 22 goals prediction, that if we don't get him the ball, it could fall slightly short. And if he does, I don't think we have any shot of winning anything if he doesn't score a minimum of 18 goals. Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree. So yeah, you're going Victor Gyökeres. And do you know what? I will also go for Victor Gyökeres. But like sort of what I said earlier, and I'm going to couple it with that, I believe that Saka needs to have that season. So do you know what my ideal would be? It would be that Victor Gyökeres is our all over round scorer. He's every competition, he bangs in 30 plus. Absolutely. That'd be unbelievable, I reckon. For your first season, getting into a new thing, if he gets 30, wicked. I'd love Saka, even though I don't think so. I reckon Gyökeres. I'd love Saka to get the league goals. So I don't think he's gonna, because just purely positional sort of sense and all of that, I don't think Saka's gonna do it in all 4 competitions. What I do think is if he could just have that Salah season and just go, do you know what? Bang, there you go. There's 20 league goals, 22 league goals, and Gyökeres gets 20 league goals. All of a sudden, you're like, wow, yeah, that's a bloody good duo. And Gyökeres does it in all the other bits. I'd love for that to happen because it means that we've got 2 players on 20. I don't think it will, but I'd love it to. For that reason, I will go for Gyökeres. But I'd love Saka to be knocking on that door and fighting with Gyökeres, especially just in the league. You know, Gyökeres, go and get me 22. Go get me 22. But Saka, get me 18.
Yeah.
Get me 18. Any more? Fantastic. But do you know what I mean? Between the 2 of you, get me 40 league goals, and then your left hand side, get me a little 10. Try and get me some more, but get me in double figures as well, so we look like we've got a proper front 3. Whether they will do, I don't know. We will wait and see. But I'm quite intrigued about this one because I think everyone knows my my distaste for a certain captain. But who's going to be our top assister, Ozzy? And chat, who's going to be the top assister?
Based on metric and past seasons, I'd say Saka. You know, the numbers just don't lie when it comes to that, do they?
Yeah, I think I'm inclined to agree with you there. So, Taron.
Yeah, he takes the corners. He takes most of the corners, and you know, Gabriel Saliba probably gonna head in a few. I'm a little hesitant with the assist thing because if you man watch the season opener when I think it was Traore.
Come on, guys, man, what are you lot doing, man? Get to 100 likes.
Come on, people.
5 more likes. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Slap the like button.
Slap the damn like. Remember the season opener when Traore gave Semenyo a 5-yard pass? He runs 80 yards and scores, and that's an assist. You know, when the assist numbers are kind of tricky for me, but because Saka is on set pieces on the corners, so Declan takes the free kicks. I think he won't be Odegaard. It should be. It should be him. But like Ozil used to sleepwalk the 15 assists. Sleepwalk when people used to call him lazy on the pitch. He used to sleepwalk the 15 assists. So Zubimendi plays, deep line play. He will get some, but because Saka is on the corner kicks, I think he nicks it. Won't be my match, but he nicks it.
I think it's maybe might be the first complete Falaus here. I will also go for Saka. It shouldn't be Saka. It should be Odegaard chipping in with 15 assists plus. But I am inclined to agree with the rest of the panel. I do think it's again Saka. That's going to be our guy. Like you said, you made some fantastic points to the panel. He's got the corners. He can whip in an unbelievable cross as well as pass the ball really good. He's got a lot in his locker, hasn't he? Bukayo Saka. So for that reason, I think it's an absolute clean sweep. Breakthrough star. I think this might be another clean sweep as well. Ozzy, who's going to be the breakthrough star for Arsenal this season?
The first name that comes to mind is, but that's if he gets the games and the minutes, is Dalman.
Yeah.
Will he get played is another question. Will he get the minutes? We're talking proper minutes, not microwave shit. Yeah, I'd say. You know what? Yeah, to be honest, you could even make a case for Ethan if Ethan does actually start playing.
He's already had his breakthrough, though, isn't he? Sort of last season. Do you know what I mean? And that's sort of why I said almost.
Yeah, Dalman. If you're talking about breakthrough, I'd say Dalman, because we already know what we're getting with Ethan.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yes, I think this was going to be one of them ones where, the questions where I think everyone sort of kind of knows the answer to. Taron surprised me, but I don't think you will.
I will surprise you.
Oh, go on then. Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
Breakthrough player, Madueke.
Oh, shit.
Because he's going to play. He's going to play.
You're not wrong, innit? You're not
He's
wrong.
going to play.
I suppose coming in from, not from the academy, maybe I should have made it a bit more clear, but.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm going to let you run with it.
Yeah,
because
Ethan is not going to play.
Yeah, but
he's not going to play the minutes. All the injuries to Odegaard. Now, I hear you, boy 10. I hear you. Here's the thing. With all the injuries last year, to Odegaard, to Saka, and all of them, man, Ethan amassed 889 minutes with all those injuries last year. That's less than 10 games. He's not going to play. He cannot break through unless he plays. Madueke is going to play heavy minutes. Saka played 90 minutes against Bilbao. Madueke came on. He came on the left. Because the left is so stinky, he is going to play.
Yeah.
You know what?
You've got right.
I hope you're right.
Darren,
you are right. You are right. He will play.
You can't break through if you don't play. Is my point.
So let's hope he can turn. You know what it is? He has the skills, but can he put the skills together to make the numbers, to have end product is the problem.
Look,
Max
I
won't
think
even be in the
there's
squad today.
Sorry.
I'm surprised if I see.
But then the problem is, we've seen all our left wingers, and if he's going to be playing on the left, rotating with whoever he's rotating with, we've seen Martinelli and Trossard just kind of fall off a cliff, man.
Yeah, and
it don't give me high hope, but I hope you're right, man.
Yeah. Listen, do you know what? There's some good points that I can sort of like take from there, from both of your sort of things. Because like, whilst I agree, my choice was Max Dalman, but I also get 100% where Taron's coming from, in that, yeah, we ain't got the right manager to bring him through. There's got to be a lot of stars to align in terms of injuries, poor form's run of fixtures, etc., and also him getting the chance and taking it. I can really agree with
Aaron,
or at least appreciate the point. Yeah,
just quickly, Aaron. Remember when Ethan was introduced 2 years ago as a 15-year-old? We didn't see him for 2 years.
Yeah, this is also
right. And another
appreciate the point you're making. Yeah.
And another point is, can Ethan really break through this year? Ethan spent last year proving he belonged in the Premier League. He's already broken through. So it's a toss-up now between Dalman and any other player that he signed. Dalman is not going to play the minutes. He's not. He won't play him. He won't even be in the squad today. Watch when the starting. He won't be not even on the bench. Won't even be in the squad.
I hope he's in this. He deserves to be in the squad. I actually said this. I can't think what channel it was on. But he deserves it. This is where Mikel Arteta needs to be better in terms of man management, squad building, rotating, etc. The list can go on with the poor deficiencies that this manager's got in managing. Let's get that absolutely 100% right. The right thing to do, even if you're going to bring him on or not, is reward Max Dalman for his pre-season by putting him on that bench at Manchester United. Minimum. You go, Max, do you know what? You were probably the only positive thing over the last 2 months or month of playing, because obviously they started in July. You were the only positive thing in the last 4 or 5 weeks. Mate, this is what going to Old Trafford away feels like, bruv. Now you're coming on a first team squad. Now you're going to travel with the first team on the coach. Now you're going to be in the changing room when I give my proper Premier League team talk. Now you're going to be experiencing my halftime team talk. Hopefully you'll be experiencing a win or what it's like, etc., etc. He deserves to know what that properly feels like. Do you know what I mean? He's earned that.
We were up 7-1 on aggregate playing at home, and Ethan didn't touch pitch.
9-3 at half time, 45 minutes.
And he didn't touch pitch. We were up 5-1 at the Bernabeu. He didn't touch pitch. You know what that would have done for a young man at 17? Now he would run through a brick wall for Mikel.
It's hard to argue with you.
I would run through a brick wall for a coach who would put me on grass at the Santiago de Bernabeu at 17 years old. We were up 5-1. He didn't even do that. So I'm not going to put any hopes in him bringing Max through. He introduced him. It'll be 2 years before you see Max do what Ethan did last year.
I mean, I find it. I hope you're wrong. I think you hope you're wrong.
Yes.
I find it very difficult to have a standpoint of debating that. Which is why I won't, because I usually pick and choose my victories, and I can't argue that. I think you bring up some very, very, very valid points that absolutely cannot ignore, and that's why that was also one of my little favorite ones. And you gave me a bit of a gem there, a curveball, and the facts that you bring out about Max Dowman. Yeah, man, that's why I love having different people on the panel. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not just bang, bang, bang. We're talking and we're explaining why. This is what we're doing here, by the way, for any Top Gooners in the chat, which there probably won't be, but just in general for any Top Gooners that are listening, guess what we can do? We can have differences of opinions, explain exactly why we have them opinions, why we believe that you may be or maybe not be wrong and right, and go, well, that was nice, wasn't it? We can all even debate and just go, oh yeah, you actually have a really good point there, my friend. The other side of that fence, no, you don't get that. You just get the blind Arteta love. You get the blind, yeah, but this and all of that. And do you know what you never get? Do you know what I've always found on panel shows? And I want to quickly nip this in the bud because I want to carry on with doing what I'm doing. And the next one's the Premier League champions, by the way. Who's going to win the Premier League? Oh, no, it's not. It's unpopular opinion. What we will do, what I always do is I find myself talking to Top Gooners, and then I'll explain a point that they've asked me thoroughly with facts, with evidence over 5 years, spanning all over that. And then they'll say something, and then I'll question them and go, right, what about that? And they'll just ask me another question to dodge that. When have you ever heard a Top Gooner thoroughly explain either a rebuttal or a re-question? When do you ever hear that? They don't. They just go, yeah, but you think that. They just don't, do they? They go, oh, well, why do you think Arteta's a failure? Okay, cool. I'll sit here and tell you for 10 minutes why he's not. Why do you think he's a winner? Oh, what, so you're toxic and negative. Why do you think that? Where we go. This side of the fence, we can explain things like adults. And if we don't agree, we can still talk. It's never rocket science, is it? And popular opinion, Aussie. So, like, what do you reckon might be a cheeky, unpopular opinion throughout the Arsenal fan base? Like a controversial take, almost esque. Like, what do you reckon? If you want me to start with mine, just so you can gauge roughly where I'm at. Not if you want to jump on. But yeah, like a like one of them hot takes like you have. What's a little hot take I possibly take for this season coming up?
It's hard to gauge, but last season the hot take from Arsenal fans was, Liverpool hasn't played anyone yet.
Yeah. How did that work out?
Yeah. Do you know, I was having this conversation earlier with my mate, a Liverpool fan, and I'm going to go what I said to him. I'm going to say, if things don't go well, they're going to say, oh, the Premier League's against us. Look at the fixtures we played in the beginning. That's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah, now fair dues. Taron, what we saying?
My hot take is Arsenal Football Club will pray that the Premier League clubs or the English clubs in Champions League and Europa League will do well, so we maintain our high coefficient, so we get 5 Champions League slots.
Yeah,
For
we
20
pray for that.
Right. If we do not get 5 Champions League slots for the following Champions League campaign, Arsenal Football Club won't be playing Champions League next year.
Yeah.
There was 4 teams will finish above us.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Yeah, I can see that possibly happening as a realistic reality. Do you know what I mean? Not like, oh, Taryn's talking shit. Like you'd get. Well, no. Like I'm sure if anyone was to say that, Taron would probably break down for the next 5 minutes why he believes that. But he's talking crap. He's negative. No, I agree. Yeah, I can see that.
5 slots, we're safe. 4.
Yeah. That's squeaky bum time, as Sir Alex would sort of say, towards the end of that seat. Yeah, I agree. Mine is, and it's more out of hope than anything, that good old hopium. Mine is that Arteta will be sacked mid-October. I don't think he will, annoyingly, but I reckon there's a reality. And now I almost say it on every stream now, and I'll say it again, if Arsenal Football Club don't do the business today, and this is my take on why, and I'll say this one more time, we don't do the business and draw, makes the Leeds game trickier. Do I expect them to win? Yes. So say you get 4 points from that. I expect Arsenal to lose at Anfield. That's 4 points by the end of August. Then we play Nottingham Forest. I expect them to get 3 points there. That's 7 points. Manchester City at home. I've actually done all right against them, but Manchester City are looking good. I'm going to give a charitable draw. Very charitable draw. That's 8 points. I expect us to lose away at Newcastle because we can't even get a shot on target there. That's 8 points out of a possible 18. That's 10 points behind. And then guess what our October fixtures are? Yeah, we've got 2 London teams. Where West Ham, even though they're looking crap, we've lost to them twice at home. I reckon if we go through 10 and play West Ham in match day 7, I'm sure it's West Ham match day 7, and we do a performance like we've done in the last 2 seasons and draw or lose and end up having 11 points or 10 points at 21, off you go. The season's done. If you get around 10 points after 21, give your first 21. That's that. Like, I'm sorry, you're not coming back from that. Brother, we couldn't come back from being 8 points ahead of Manchester City.
Yeah. That's a great point, backed up by a logical thought process. However, like a slow start to the season, like you pointed out there so eloquently, the Emirates will get toxic. I just don't trust the club to act. I think they will use those 2 international breaks to try to see if he can put it together. But I fully hear what you're saying, but I just don't trust the club to act that quickly with a sacking.
Yeah.
So that's the reason.
The thing is, it would have to be the same. Same thing kind of went with Wenger, innit? Empty stadiums, fully people toxic, it'd have to be fully. Yeah. That's what will force the club to act. Yeah.
He should do if we start that way, but I just
he shouldn't be here this season, to be honest. But he's still here.
Yeah, it's sort of one of them as well, and it's sort of like like anything. I agree with you, Taron, 100%. It's what I think should happen versus what will happen, and that's sort of when Boy 10 Dio was sort of saying about the other bit. It's exactly the same sort of scenario. What I think will happen, Taron is right. What I think should happen, hopefully I'm right.
Yeah.
But versus what I think and what will probably happen, which are 2 massive things, different things. Unfortunately, I would have the side of Taron's point of view in that, say for argument's sake, we did sack him. So they should. They get to that point in my little scenario actually does come true. The board will go, well, we're only 5 points off of top 5, so we'll try and get to. And you're laughing, Taron, because you know it's bloody true. Oh, but we're still in top 5 contention. Oh yeah, but you're out the league though.
Yeah, I can't wait.
You're out the league, but you're still in top 5.
Yeah, you know, AFTV is going to retweet that too.
Yeah, you greedy bastards, Josh. I'm not even going to say Stan because Stan couldn't give a shit.
Yeah,
this is Josh's little puppet.
I think if he does go, they'll somehow. It needs to be really bad, I think, for him to go within sort of mid-season.
That is really bad, though. I'm sorry. Like
I'm not.
10 out of 21 or 11 out of 21.
100%, I agree with you. You know, that's not on. But I think with this club, and they'll somehow, unless we're looking like we're not even going to make like 5th even. then I think he might get sacked. But if he's looking at 4th, 5th, he's not good enough, and people start making noise, then I think he'll survive till the end of the season.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I hope not.
I hope
Because if
not.
he,
No,
if he
listen, I
survives
don't
until
want
the
him
end
in
of the
now,
season,
but
this is the worst thing about if he survives to the end of the season. That will equally mean he'll start the next season as well. And that's what's even doubling worrying about that. If he makes it for the end of the season, they won't have the bollocks. They'll go, we'll give him another summer. Then you get all the Agals and all of the other Christians and all the other top uni YouTubers coming out, and then you'll get all the things going. But give him one more year. Just one more. We've got we need a left winger. We've always said we need a left winger. Get the left winger now.
Majority will turn.
That's what it'll be next year. Well, we've got his left winger now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, give him one more year. He's got his left winger. Okay, cool. Well, next season,
Saliba be in Madrid.
Saliba goes. Yeah. We need that centre back. Give him one more year. Come on, Jared. Jesus Christ, man. Who's finishing Premier League champions, boys? Ozzy.
I'm gonna go. It's we know who it's between.
Yeah.
But I don't like Man City, so I'm gonna go Liverpool. Liverpool are a classy club, even though don't want either of them to win, but
yeah,
it's not like I've got a choice. So I'm gonna go Liverpool.
I'll
rather Liverpool than Man City win it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Liverpool.
Yeah. Taron.
Can I preface it by imminent business that either one of them will do? Because if that goes there, then it's reinforced, isn't it? But if Rodrigo goes to Man City, then oh shit, then they have something to say. But like Rudy Tomjanovic said, you don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion. Liverpool are the current champions, and I will give them the respect as such. So yeah, it's Liverpool for me, with or without Isaac. I think the know-how, the manager, record transfers, they've made actual additions to their squad, not just replacements in depth, actual additions. So yeah, Liverpool.
Yeah, no, big up. I agree. Big up to you, Sully, as well, man. Big up, brother. Liverpool once winning the league. Unbeaten, they will do it for Jota. I mean, RIP, of course, Jota. But yeah, I mean, they go unbeaten or not, it will obviously take away something like that. I've always celebrated that. It'd be a bit of a shame, I suppose, if someone go unbeaten, but largely, meh, innit? I want Arsenal to go unbeaten, and yeah, I mean, well. The likeliness of Arsenal going unbeaten is drawing 38 games. Yeah, we weren't that many away last year. Let's get that right.
We drew 12 invincible here, didn't we?
Yeah.
12 games.
Mate, well, come on, that's it. Yeah, we're the unbeaten champions, but we got relegated because we only got 38 points. You know what I mean? Yeah. What was that? Champions League. Who's winning that Champions League? Oh, by the way, I think Liverpool win the Premier League. Yeah, Champions League.
It's hard, man.
I'll get the ball rolling if you're having a little thought. Because I think Liverpool are also going to win that. It's really annoying. Really annoying. I think people slept on them last year. PSG deservedly got over them. But if they'd have gotten on the other side of the draw, they'd have probably won it. Yeah, I mean, it's annoying because I hate the fact that I'm saying Premier League champions and Champions League. It's frustrating, but yeah, that's all right. I don't know. I just think they're going to do bits. They're good in Europe. The Anfield Knights, they've just got that something. That's the thing about Liverpool that not a lot of teams have. Real Madrid's got it in abundance. When the cards are against you, everything's going against you. Liverpool can just pull magic at Anfield out of the hat and do something unbelievable. They've always had that in their locker. And combined with the team that they've got, I think they're good for Champions League. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'll come down to Taron and then we'll go up to Oz.
I'm going to go Barca.
Yeah, that's enough.
I'm going to give Barca a shout. There's pressure there. They haven't won it since 2015. There's absolute pressure there. Yeah. Xavi Hernandez actually won the La Liga title and they still sacked him. Talk about standards, sacking your own legend. He won the league, but because they got dropped down into a Europa League spot that year, they sacked him. And they lost to Man United when they dropped down in that playoff. They sacked him. Pressure there.
How
Yeah,
many fans, just quickly to jump in there, how many Barca fans were crying, going, "How can you do that to one of their own? Oh, well, you didn't win the Champions League. Off your pop, ta-la."
yeah.
Get me the
Lamine
man that
Yamal
can.
has arrived. Rafinha Ballon d'Or shouts. Yeah, Barca. I'm gonna give Barca a shout.
That's a nice shout, man. Yeah, fair dues. Ozzy.
Yeah, I was thinking Barca as well, man. I mean, they did get to the semi-final, and that game with Inter was just a mad one.
Mm-hmm.
You thought they'd done it, and then Inter, so they're definitely equipped to do it. The one thing I would say PSG again, but the one thing with PSG is that Chelsea game, man.
Mm-hmm.
They don't look that I don't know.
I heard they were tired. I heard they were tired. I heard they were exhausted from playing from August.
I don't know if it's just like post-win syndrome or whatever you want to call it, but they didn't look convincing against Chelsea. They didn't look convincing against Tottenham. So I don't think they'll have the kind of that hunger again to win it. You know what I'm saying? And plus, Donnarumma has looked like he's going. So I would say the most well-equipped team. Yeah, I'd say Barca.
Yeah. No,
Real Madrid with Xabi Alonso, I still don't know what you're going to get out of them.
Yeah.
He's sacked before Christmas. I think he's getting sacked before Christmas. The truth.
He needs to get it right very quickly.
Yeah,
because they won't give him time, will they? They'll just go, no, not good enough. The experiment
They'll give him 6 months max.
If he's not doing the business.
Slow start. He's 10 points behind Barca. Gone. Out of there.
Yep. 100%. 100%. Let's bring it back domestically. And we're obviously going to finish with the Carabao Cup, but we're going to start with the FA Cup. Taron, what do you reckon?
Us. We have to. We must. We must. You're
going for us lifting a bit of silver.
Yes. Number 15. Yeah. We're doing a domestic double this year. I'm putting in the put that energy in the air right now. You know, we're doing
the YouTube sphere.
As much as I'd love that, I don't want to win it with this manager.
I love the club more than I hate that son of a bitch. So
I know people are gonna say, "Oh, you hate me, Arteta," and maybe I do because he's not the guy to win me what I really want to win, man.
Hey, what he's doing to the club.
I'm a grown last man there, man. I'm getting grades and shit. And the last Premier League I won was I was still in primary school, man. It's frustrating, you know what I mean? As much as because that domestic double will keep him in a job, man. As much as I love it, trust me, I would take it. I would absolutely take it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But based on past seasons, man, we haven't made it past the 4th round in that. So
that's a fair challenge.
Yeah. Go on. Who's gonna win it, Oz? Who's gonna be lifting that? Going to be lifting our cup.
You'd have to say City or Liverpool again, man. Because
I'm definitely not saying Liverpool. I ain't giving them a treble. No way.
Jesus. And the thing is, they've got the squads to compete on all fronts. You know what I mean?
We have a striker now.
I mean, the thing is.
Oh dear. Yeah. Bunch of us, you don't deserve a thing, and then you ask them why. They're like, because you don't get behind the manager. Why? Just trust the process. Why? Because that's what Arteta said.
So here's the thing. I wouldn't be angry at the manager if I didn't think the club was good enough to win something. If the team was shit, I would just sit here and be quiet. But I think the team is good enough to win something. We actually have a striker now. The team that we used to win the 2020 FA Cup, Chelsea was better than us. The 2017 FA Cup that we won, that was a Premier League champion Chelsea team. They were better than us, and we beat them in the final. So we have a striker now. I think we can win something. That's what I'm upset about us with this manager.
Yeah.
I'm backing us to win it.
We should. I don't think we will. It's annoying. I'm actually going to go for a Chelsea to win a cheeky cup this season, and I think they might nick one of them, and I'm going to go for the FA Cup because they ain't done it in a little while, but they look like a good cup team. I'd love it to be Arsenal Football Club, but I'm actually going to go, and I'll start the next one. I'm going to go for us maybe nicking a little Carabao Cup, you know. It's a little hot take. I think my opinion for the Carabao is more out of necessity rather than general belief, if I'm being totally honest with you. We need to win something, and I just think the Carabao Cup. Go and just get me a Carabao Cup, and then say Tulla Arsenal. There you go. There's another bit of silverware. I'll get a day out at Wembley, and just give me some. I'll be totally honest with you. I don't think we probably will, but I need to just put in just something. Otherwise, I'll just copy and paste, delete the fucking season. So I mean, fingers
bruv,
crossed.
get this John along, bruv. Tell him to jump along.
This is how you know you're hitting the nerve. I love when they come. I love when they troll.
Let him go. Yeah. That's what I would say to my mods. Yeah, definitely don't block the geezer.
You're rattled.
But that's what I'm saying.
Don't cry some more about not winning.
Yeah.
This is what Aaron was talking about.
This is what you want to do.
This is what they do. They cannot have a conversation without getting personal and doing stupid shit like that. They cannot. If they disagree, it's toxic. They cannot do it.
Because I want to win bigger things, you prick.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's no debate there. There's no debate. It's just like, you don't deserve anything. All right, why? Just like debate it. Have a little chat. Why? No, you're a dumb. You're a prick. You're a wango. Okay, cool. Well, I don't do that when I disagree. So I disagreed with Taron earlier, and we got around it very, very, very nicely. Why? Yeah. Because we presented points, and I went, yeah, Taron, you've got a good point there. Because we're adults. And we're not massive wankers. Like it just is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, but you always get them, man. Do you know what I mean? They're the token helmets, and unfortunately, do you know what I mean? The John Longs, they're just part of YouTube, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? They're just not really a part of anything. They're just guys that don't really know football that well. And the only constructive thing that they can say about someone they disagree with them is just call them a prick. But they've got absolutely nothing to stand. Cool. John Long, we'll do something. So we're going to wrap up very, very, very soon. John Long, 5 reasons why Arteta should stay in the Arsenal managerial job. 5. I think that's fair enough. I could give you 500 on why he shouldn't, but just give me 5. Just give me 5. Cool.
Digging. He's going to go dig. He's going to go dig.
5 reasons. You've got a couple of minutes left. Ozzy, what you got coming up on your channel?
Next thing I'll probably do a post-match reaction. Or if we, I'd probably do that after the game. I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you guys are doing one, I don't mind doing one together.
Yeah. Yeah, cool, man. I'll be looking forward to it.
And then
what you got coming up, bro?
Yeah, I'm on Rashid is doing a pregame. I think he's doing a pregame. I might jump on there with him, but I have the 5 Guns Later pre-match, post-match show. With Waffle Don, maybe Matty jumped on. Matty's a busy man, so maybe he jumps on there. But yeah, just a pre-match reaction at like 11 my time. So fuck, man.
God knows when. Yeah, I can't.
International fan, it's 5 a.m. here, so I'm up early.
Well, good job. I'm not Lee Gooner. Otherwise, I said your opinion doesn't matter. You know,
Gooner Lee. There's a distinction. Gooner Lee, not Lee Gooner.
That's the one. Gooner Lee is his name. Obviously,
You're
an international fan. It doesn't count. Yeah. No, of course, and that's not of an opinion of mine. If anything, and I said earlier, my love of international fans has actually substantially grown since doing YouTube. So I get to meet wonderful people like this gentleman down here, who clearly knows and has unbelievable passion for his football club. And that's what YouTube does, man. It's opened my eyes, especially to all the people that wake up at silly o'clock and watch their team, and then I get to listen to what they say up here, and it's unbelievable, and it comes out there wickedly. Do you know what I mean? So YouTube for that has been wicked for me, man. I've loved that side of it. Speaking to different fans and different walks of life, it's honestly been this single most favorite thing of me having a channel. It's been wicked to be able to connect with people like you guys. You know what I mean? I know Aussie's in the UK, but do you know what I mean? It just gives us a nice little, different sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? And it's been given me an unbelievable newfound, or more found, not newfound, but more of a respect for guys that just, you know what I mean, on in England. You know, we can be so closed off sometimes. And it's just like, oh yeah, England, Arsenal, go to the games and all that, and you just forget about all the other people worldwide that put unbelievable amounts of effort in, man. Show the club some love. I've got a watch along coming on. I'll do the final 10, so the final countdown. Yeah. So I will be live in the last 10 minutes of the Arsenal Manchester United game, and I'll be going in straight and doing a match preview or review rather straight after that. So I'll be live very, very soon again.
Raw emotion is there.
Yeah, he's there. I've had a bit of a dodgy couple of dodgy 3 months, man. 2025 has been well shit for me. A couple of people know. I won't say it online just yet. But what we'll finish up with is what we asked for is John Long's 5 reasons why Arsenal Arteta should be in the job, and these are his 5. When was the last time you backed your club? Let's debate it. All right, there's one.
He's digging.
Mate,
he's digging.
You only place you exist is on YouTube. That was the second reason why Arteta should be in the job. The third reason why Mikel Arteta should be in a job is who the fuck says I want him, you mug? That was number 3. Number 4 was every mug knows this is his last season, and he didn't give a fifth. Oh,
that's what.
Well, thank you very much for answering the question.
Yeah,
because you lot can never just answer a very simple question. You didn't even give me one. Never mind though. What can you do? Who's live that we like, by the way, people? Let's have a little goosey. Who's live that we can redirect to? If anyone in the chat, you can have a little goosey. We'll have a little look. Is there anyone live? Let's have a little go. We like rants. Don't want a little bit of that. Anyone that we should have a little go? Rory Jennings, only fucking joking. Let's have a little look.
Looks like Views is live.
Views is live.
Yeah.
Views is he?
Yeah. He's over there with Shane and Rashid.
Shane and Rashid. Well, let's get that done then. Redirect. Why can't I see it on mine? I actually can't see it. It's actually live, yeah.
Yeah, people just head over the Views on Sport if you can't get the redirect.
Yeah, I literally can't see him for some reason. Oh no, Views on Sport. That's an absolute fucking. Oh, yeah. Right, redirect to Views with Aaron Talks Arsenal. Raid. We are gonna get out of here. Hopefully, Arsenal beat Manchester United today. Hopefully. Come on, you Gunners! Toodaloo, everyone. Boom.